Welcome back to Evergreen Garden, fellow gardeners. Today we're diving into one of the most essential secrets for thriving, resilient gardens, building humus and enriching soil organic matter. If you want your plants to flourish, your soil must be alive, teeming with nutrients and microorganisms. I promise, by the end of this guide, you'll have clear, practical ways to improve your soil with techniques that have stood the test of time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment sharing your favorite soil building method. I read every single one. Let's get started. Composting is more than just tossing kitchen scraps in a pile. It's a precise science that our ancestors perfected without modern tools. The key to creating rich humus is balancing nitrogen-rich greens like vegetable peelings, grass clippings, and young weeds, with carbon-rich browns like dried leaves, straw, or shredded cardboard. A good rule of thumb is to maintain a ratio of roughly 2 parts browns to 1 part greens. Too much green and your compost becomes slimy and smelly. Too much brown and it decomposes slowly. To replicate this ancient trick, start by layering your browns first at the bottom of your compost heap, about 6 inches thick. Then add a 3-inch layer of greens. Continue alternating until the pile reaches about 3 feet high. Keep it moist like a wrung-out sponge and turn it every 2 weeks to aerate. In just 3 to 6 months, you'll have dark, crumbly humus that can be mixed directly into garden beds. For example, when preparing a vegetable patch, mix 3 inches of this finished compost into the top 6 inches of soil. This not only boosts fertility but also improves water retention, ensuring plants stay healthy even in dry spells. Cover cropping is an ancient practice still favoured by seasoned gardeners because it feeds the soil while preventing erosion. Legumes like fava beans, clover or vetch are fantastic because they fix nitrogen, naturally enriching the soil. Non-legumes such as rye or buckwheat add bulk organic matter and suppress weeds. The trick is to grow them during the off-season or between main crops and then incorporate them back into the soil before they set seed. For practical application, sow a cover crop in a bare bed in early fall. For a small garden, a handful of clover seeds per square foot is sufficient, while for larger plots, use about 60 to 80 pounds per acre. Let the plants grow until they flower, then cut or mow them and lightly dig them into the top 4 inches of soil. Over the next few weeks, microorganisms will break down this biomass, turning it into humus and increasing soil organic matter. You'll notice your beds becoming darker, softer, and more friable, perfect for the next planting season. One of the oldest secrets gardeners have used is fermentation. Instead of waiting months for decomposition, you can actually make natural plant teas or fermented juices to stimulate microbial activity. This method, it accelerates the transformation of organic matter into humus. Take, for instance, comfrey or nettle leaves. You chop them finely, place them in a bucket, cover with water, and leave for about 2 weeks, stirring now and then. The resulting nutrient-rich liquid can be diluted at a ratio of 1 to 10 and poured over soil or used to soak compost piles. Another effective approach is applying aged animal manures. Horse, cow, or poultry manure that has been composted for 6 months can be mixed into beds at about 2 inches over the surface and lightly raked in. This not only supplies essential nutrients, but also feeds beneficial soil microbes, the real architects of humus. A mixture of fermented plant teas with composted manure works wonders in accelerating organic matter build-up, transforming tired soil into living soil, teeming with energy. The real magic happens when you integrate composting cover crops and fermented amendments. For example, after harvesting summer vegetables, lay a 2-inch layer of finished compost over your beds, sow a cover crop of clover, and then spray a light dose of fermented comfrey juice. By the time spring arrives, your beds will be rich with dark, crumbly soil that encourages vigorous growth. Over time, these practices increase soil organic matter, improve water retention, and reduce dependency on synthetic fertilizers. Don't underestimate the long-term impact of consistently applying these ancient tricks. Even if your garden starts small, these practices compound yearly. You'll gradually notice the soil structure improving, the smell of earth becoming sweeter, and your plants responding with more robust growth and higher yields. Building humus and increasing soil organic matter is not a one-time task. It's a commitment to nurturing the foundation of your garden. Start small, observe your soil, and tweak methods according to your climate and plant needs. Composting, cover crops, and fermented plant teas are simple, proven ways to transform any garden into a lush, productive haven. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Evergreen Garden and hit the bell so you never miss a deep dive into soil secrets. Share this video with friends who love gardening and comment below with the method you're excited to try first. Every time you invest in your soil, you invest in the future of your garden, and there's really no better feeling than digging into a bed that's alive, fertile, and full of potential.